Yo, what's going on, BroTalk Nation, man? It's your boy Eric here. Got my brother Jarmarcus on, man. And tonight, we about to dive into something, man. Might be a lot of play on words, might be some great examples, but it's going to be a great podcast tonight because we got something to deliver, right? We still in the wait series, guys. Like we told y'all when it started, we don't know if it's going to go to 22. We don't know when God gonna get us out this weight, but it's very important and we don't want y'all to miss it. So before we get started, we got to take care of the housework. Hey, if you're out there on YouTube, if you're out there on Facebook, if you're out there listening to it on whatever outlet on the podcast, please share, please like, please subscribe. And we always dropping great gems and jewels from God, giving y'all the best word that He gives us to give to y'all. So hey man, I'm gonna turn it over to my brother, man. I know he's excited for tonight. So
oh yeah, you already know I'm fired up, man. What's going on, BroTalk Nation? Good to be back, man. What's going on, man? Always good to be on the show with my brother again, man. Like said, man, first and foremost, glory be to God. We here again, another show, episode 67, still rocking. Hey, man, it's been good, man. This weight series has been fun. We dove into another mini series inside of the way series called Restore. Last podcast, man, that thing was on fire, man. So hey, here we are. We're going on part 2. Paper's been served. We're already in your door already, and we're ready to come sit on your couch, man. If you didn't catch last episode, man, head over to our Instagram page, BroTalk, the Facebook page, BroTalk. The links are all in the bio. It's going down, man. We killing it right now. So oh shoot, he just let me know we are not on 67. That's me getting ahead, already thinking ahead. We're on 66, guys. 66. We're not about to edit that out. We're gonna leave that in because we're already live. So just roll past that. We're gonna roll past that one, all right. But anyways, man, like he was talking about, man, last episode we were talking about restoration and restore. So we're gonna stay on this little restore thing, and I told you we're going to be coming every episode here on out about restore and stories out the Bible about how restore looks and stuff like that. So, man, tonight, man, I know y'all see the title going across the bottom. I ain't even about to announce that thing until I get this list story out right now. So everybody knows right now what season we are in. Black Friday has already happened. Cyber Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday has already happened. We are in the holiday spirits. As soon as everybody threw away the turkey, Christmas lights went up even before December came. People are already shopping. The malls is crazy. The stores are crazy right now. It's the season to be jolly right now. So we are in the season of shopping and everything's going crazy. But along with that, the things that are going crazy are a couple places as well. FedEx, UPS, and any place that ships packages across the world are going crazy right now. I have a good friend, Ugo. Shout out Ugo. Been working for UPS since UPS was light brown. Now it's dark brown. He was working there before it was brown, right? So in this season, I used to go help him. I used to y'all know I'm full-time military, but I used to take off and go help him during this season because during this season, there's usually more work than workers. When I was writing this down on that, when I said that, it came back to me and it felt good saying it because if you heard what I said, during this season right now with those companies, there's usually more work than workers. So they have to hire seasonal people on just because of the season that we're in right now. If you're a believer, you know how that feels because God tells us all the time, there's going to always be more work with me than there are workers, right? There's always going to be more people needing saving than there is saved right now. So that was so good when I was writing that point down. And it ain't even a point. It just flowed off the pen like that and it was good.
That's good.
But the reason I was talking about this season is because my boy E put us on a gym. He put us on a masterpiece. He been doing it a couple times with some reffing gigs, but this gig he put us on this one to make some extra money blew my mind. Right now, we are the spokespeople for Amazon Flex. Amazon, if you own right now, we're not asking for no sponsorship. We're
Yes,
not
we
asking
are.
for that. I know we
We
are.
ask.
But
Yeah.
we are drivers for Amazon Flex part time. I do it. I'm dead serious. I do it. I make my little money for the season, and it feels great. But it's so crazy because me, E, and my sis Ash was talking about how we have been delivering packages during this season right now.
Mm-hmm.
But how we deliver and what we deliver has a particular meaning with the packages. See, it's not just any ordinary package we're delivering.
Yeah.
The packages that we are delivering for Amazon are considered to be late packages right now. They're important packages that can't be put on a truck because they can't be no later than what they are right now. So it's very important what we're doing. So it came to me and E with this title that now you see it kind of makes sense now that some packages gotta be hand delivered. See, some package can't go on a truck and go all around Texas, all around New York, all around these places before they get delivered to the right address. See, Amazon brought on these personal drivers that get in their own personal vehicles to deliver these packages right to the person's front doorstep because they're already been considered late and the person needs whatever's package right there right now. So some packages gotta be hand delivered. That's the message we coming with y'all today. It feels good already. I can feel the tingles. I can feel God already storing this up, man. Because it's good, bro. Bro, so now I'm gonna give you the anchor verse because I told y'all I'm gonna give y'all a story out of every time we do these, right? So either the story I came from, bro, I went back in the Old Testament on this one. People skip the Old Testament. To them. So this one, bro, was out of Joshua 10, right? Joshua 10, 19 through 25, right? And the story, the title of this story that's in here is pretty much the 5 kings are gonna be killed. That's the name of the story, right? Now, I don't want to go all the way through, but I'll read a little bit of it. They really pretty much what's happening right now. Joshua got told he need to go take over land. He need to kill 5 kings, and he needs to get them, right? So Joshua 19 pretty much starts off, but don't stop. Pursue your enemies, attack them from the rear, and don't let them reach the cities. For the Lord your God has given them in your hand. That's verse 19. I'm gonna stop right there, E. I'm gonna let you dive in here a little bit on what we talk. Just the early intro, because I need you to come in the house and sit down and pop popcorn. But we're gonna stop right there with that anchor verse, just in the room.
Man, we jam packed already launching this thing. All right, man. Okay, all right. So hey guys, man. Hey, if you heard, man, we delivering packages, right? We delivering a word, hand delivering it right to you in your house, in your seat, wherever you're listening to or watching this at, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to restoration, man, I'm gonna tell you the biggest part about restoration. I think we all look over, right? When it comes to God restoring things in our life, like we don't get the notification of when it's gonna get there. Right?
Ooh, that's good.
Just like Amazon. See, if you're Amazon Prime member, you can watch your package all the way up until it get to your door. Right? You'll know when I'm showing up to hand deliver your package. But in the season of restoration, you don't know when God's sending there that whatever that is you need restoring. Right? You can be from a broken relationship. You can be from abusive relationships. You can be from attacks of the enemy at your job with your kids. And I'm telling y'all, like when you're in this season of restoration, man, know that God got his angels, right? His Amazon Flex angels about to deliver your blessings, hand delivered to you.
Yeah.
Right. So, hey man, let's get in the mindset of, hey, we got God already sent you the tracking number because he gave you the vision of what's ahead. Let's go, bro.
That's good. That's good. All right. I knew you was already going to do that because this is how we work out, man. This is love. This is when a plan comes together, right? So, bro, like just as you saying, I'm just going to keep it going. I'm not even going to stop and pause because you already done worked it in there, man. You already foreshadowed and brought it in.
Yeah.
So, like, to me, bro, for the most of us, the worst thing that could have happened with packages and ordering was for us to be able to track packages. That was the worst thing that could have happened for a lot of us, right? Think about the old days. When you order something off the TV and you saw you had to put your credit card in and that thing said it's going to be shipped to 3 to 5 business days, you had to just have faith that it was going to get there. There was no tracking. There was no nothing. You just had to have faith that, hey, man, they said 5 to 7 business days. All I can do is call and hope it come here. But there was nothing in your hand that you could see your package going from city to city, street to street. It was nothing. It was just faith. Now, if you didn't know the definition of faith, I'll give you the Bible definition out of Hebrews 11:1. It's saying faith means being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. So you couldn't see where your package was. All you had was faith that I ordered it on Sunday. They told me it was going to be here on Monday. So on Monday is when I'm going to look for it. I'm not going to look for it Saturday or Sunday because on the commercial, it said 3 to 5 business days. And that don't add up. Now, if it came earlier than that, that's even a better miracle for me. You gave God a Christmas praise, right? If it came early, you got even more exciting. But if it came on the day it was supposed to, that was just faith. That was just when you saw it. But now, bro, now that we can track, now that you can stop to track, right? You can put other things on hold. You can put other things on pause to track your package. It now has become a problem. You usually try to not be at work if you have something important coming to your house. I done seen people take off from work and be like, hey, man, I need a sick day. Hey, y'all, I'm feeling kind of bad. And then they tell their friends, hey, bro, I was only getting off because I got something important coming to my doorstep. And I know what time it's going to be there. Don't act brand new and act like y'all all saved like y'all ain't done it. Because I've done it before. When you know you got an important package coming, you are off work. You ain't going out. You are at your front door with your phone like this. Man, this dude that made 13 different things. I know my address says 11. Like, that's you. You stop everything to track packages, right? Let me get my point right now. My point I'm making right now is don't stop to track. And if you don't believe me, look at what we just read. Joshua 10:19, the very first 3 words says, but don't stop.
Yeah.
It says, but don't stop. Pursue your enemies. God is telling us, do not stop to track. You got to keep moving while you're tracking. See, I know we read these Bibles, especially in the Old Testament, we don't read these things figuratively speaking. When we see enemies, we're thinking something great. When God is saying enemies, he's talking about something in your life that you're fighting. See, so God said right there, don't stop. You need to pursue whatever you're fighting against. If you start tracking it, it's going to be a problem because you're going to do what? You're going to stop doing other things. So when we stop to track, we try to find a way to get ahead of the package or ahead of God. We stop doing God's work. We stop being a husband. We stop being a wife. We stop being a friend, a believer. We do all this. We stop our gift to track, bro. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. He wants us to keep pursuing while we're tracking so you stay behind the enemy. What is the best way to surprise somebody you about to attack? That's what the Bible says. It says attack them from the rear. That's what it says. That's why God doesn't want us to stop. See, if we stop and we find a way to get around and we get ahead, now the enemy can see us coming. Now whatever we're fighting can see us coming. Now that pornography that you're battling daily, if you try to get ahead of it, it can see you coming and playing a different way to attack you. Now you're on the defense when you should be on the offense. See, that's the difference where we're at right now, bro. That's what we at.
Yeah. Hey, yo, so I'm gonna take it back to when we had our boy Aaron on here, man. He said you got a plan not to sin, right? It's the same thing as all these parcel agencies, right? They got to plan out the logistics of your package getting to you. right? See, we don't see none of that stuff. We don't see the behind the scenes logistical parts of it. We see when it's showing up on the app and we're watching it come to us, right?
Yeah.
The reason God hasn't set up a blessing app is so that, like my brother just told y'all, you don't want to lose focus of what you're supposed to be doing. See, when you back in the day when you took out work, you were supposed to be at work working while the package was on its way.
Oh, I like. Say that again, bro.
Okay, my
Say that
bad.
again. Say that again.
I said it wrong. Let me bring it back. With the gifts that God already gave you, already He delivered to you. You're supposed to be working on that and not worrying about what you lacking in your life.
That's good.
You're not supposed to be looking at, okay, God gave me a vision, I'm gonna sit and wait. No, he said faith without work is dead.
That's good.
So my question to y'all, how many routes are you killing?
Ooh, hold on, slow down. How many? I gotta type that in the chat. How many routes
of blessings to your life are you killing? Right? And I'm gonna take it even deeper. We often order packages for other people. So how many routes to other people are you killing? How many routes of blessings are you stopping from your kids?
That's good.
How many routes of blessings are you stopping from your friends and your family? Your brother is trying to get a blessing from you when he can't even when you're sitting there interceding and praying for him, but you cutting off your route because you waiting for what you prayed to God for. But God said, I heard your prayers, but I still gave you instructions. I still gave you stuff to go do.
That's good, bro. Come with it.
See, Amazon don't worry about the behind the scenes part. We don't have to worry about that. They already take care of that. They said, hey, the work I need you to do is go take these routes, get these things to these people. Yeah. God is the same way. He gave you a gift so that you can go deliver it to his people, to his sons and daughters. You got to be the delivery man or woman for God, man. Like he needs us to go out and deliver these packages. Because guess what? Just like Amazon, UPS, and FedEx, if the person that signed up for that route doesn't deliver the packages, somebody else gonna step up and deliver it. Guess what? Somebody missed out on the route that they could have made some money. Oh, I'm sorry. They could have got a blessing.
Hey, man, we know about them routes, man. I'm telling y'all right now, we about to speak about these routes because we've been on these Amazon routes. Crazy thing is, man, it's an app, man. And I don't know if y'all didn't. Matter of fact, I ain't even putting it out there. So if you ain't in the San Antonio area, I don't care if you on Amazon Flex. But if you in the San Antonio area, disregard everything we're saying because you're pulling routes from me, right? But the crazy thing about the app is you're going on there looking for routes that you can deliver, but you can't find routes unless you refresh.
Oh man, I love that, man. Let's go.
You can't find routes unless you refresh. If you don't hit refresh, nothing new pops up. You're just gonna have a blank screen. You're gonna have nothing to deliver. That's good.
I need
that's
that.
good.
I needed
that's
that.
Good, bro.
Hold on, man. Hold on, bro. Hold on. I don't know if y'all caught that, man. Y'all need
to break it down, bro. Break it down.
Hey, please catch this. Sometimes, man, thank you, God. I needed that word, bro. You blessed my life. Sometimes on our journey, and Michael Todd talked about this, you hit a ceiling, right? God then elevated you to the next level and you hit a ceiling and you stuck. You don't know which way to go. You've been praying to God like, God, I don't know what else to do, man.
Yeah.
And you got to hit a refresh, man. You got to hit that refresh button, meaning that you got to go get in your word. You got to fast. You got to go spend some time with God to get a new route. Let's go, man. Golly, that was good. That was good, bro. I needed that, man.
Hey, listen, like that to me, bro, that was pretty strong. Like, if it's so crazy because we're sitting up here and you brought up the Rouse thing and it like hit me like, bro, like the refresh, like we gotta go. We gotta keep going with this one. Bro, I wanted to talk about a little bit because, like we said, everything we're talking about is your hands right now, hand delivered, things like that, bro. As you walk around during the day, I got a question for y'all. How are your hands? Like, we never really pay attention to it, but you'll see what I'm going with this. Like, how are your hands? I mean, right now, while you're sitting down listening to us on this podcast, like listening to us talking, how are your hands? Like, are they open or are they closed? Are you walking around all day like this? Just, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yeah. Imagine you in a city and you are walking around and everybody walking around like this, hands closed, fist ready to go. Like, you're gonna be in your head like, dog, everybody here is ready to squab. Like, everybody beefing over everything. It is 5 o'clock in the morning, and why are your hands like this? The crazy thing is, bro, because everybody else is walking like this, it would also make you to start to close your own hands if you had your hands open. See, you're gonna start reacting to the community that's around you, right? Now, it's good. We're gonna go back to that, bro, because it's important. Now, imagine the opposite. Like, if everybody was walking with their hands open, just walking around free, how would it make you feel? You feel comfortable. You'll feel like, oh, I don't need to be too guarded because everybody seems like everybody good. So that's what I'm trying to see. See how your hands are, they mean something. And it's a part of the point I'm trying to make. It's literally a question to you. Are your hands closed or are they open? It's so good because it means something how your hands are, bro. The reason why is right now, closed hands are ready for attacks. You're walking around guarded. You're waiting to be struck. You're waiting to be attacked. Ready, and also on top of that, you're ready to deliver a blow. Ready to deliver pain, ready to deliver hurt, ready to deliver something that's gonna bother somebody else. Walking around closed. That's so good, bro. Like you just tense. You're good, right? The Bible tells us don't worry about nothing, right? Let that sink in. But if your hands are open, if you're walking around hands open, to me, that signifies you're ready to receive something. You're ready to be given something to pass on to someone else. See, we got this thing in the Navy. It's this flag handoff that we do at certain ceremonies when someone passes away during a funeral. We stand in a line, and there's two people folding the flag, and there's a song that goes on, and the first person that gets the flag stands like this. The person that's standing behind them is not standing like this. They're standing palms open already, ready to receive. See, if the person turned around and the person was standing like this, the dude might drop the flag and be like, all right, then to square up. See, this right here signifies you're ready for a fight. But this right here just means I'm ready to receive. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Psalms 145:16 tells us you open your hands to satisfy the desires of every living thing. So my question, bro, are your hands open or are they closed? Like, this is important.
Hey, I don't know about you.
I'm going in.
I see you, man. I see you, man. I love all the imagery. I love the Bible, everything behind it, man. To go with this question, how can you receive a package with closed hands? Let me go ahead and try to pick up a bottle, pick up your phone right now. Ball your fist up, close your fingers, right? Try to pick up your phone right now. Go ahead, I'll wait. You can't do it. All right, cool. You're gonna look. Some would say you'll look a little weird. You know what I'm saying? So understand that when your hands, like he said, when your hands are closed, you can't receive anything. If I wanted to hand you some money because you're hurting and you don't have no bill money, how can you receive anything with your hands closed? My bad. Let me bring it back. Now I said it wrong. If you pray to God to help you to pay your bills, how can you receive when your heart is not open?
That's good.
If your hands are not open to receive the blessings of God, then what you praying for?
Say it. Hey, say it again, man. They don't understand it. Say it again.
You praying for all these things, and your hands are closed. Your heart is closed. Your mind is closed. You surrounded by nothing but negativity. How can you expect God to deliver a blessing to you and your hands are closed?
That's good.
See, God gives us so much. But I think the reason your blessing, your prayer hasn't been answered is because your hands are closed. You so tight-fisted around the things that you're praying for and the things that are causing chaos in your life, the things that are hurting you in your heart, the people that are hurting you. Like, it's so much that is attacking you that got your guard up. Your guard up so tight that God looking at you like, are you trying to fight me? Like, you're not in order to receive something, you got to be in a certain posture.
That's good.
You can't be in a stance like you looking like Mayweather out here. You can't. Nobody's gonna give you anything but some hands. All right, I'm letting you know that right now. But when you in a posture of receiving, then I know I can give you something. God is saying, open your hands, open your heart, open your mind to the blessings that I have for you.
That's so good, bro.
Let's go, man.
That's so good, dude. Hey, before I move on, I gotta go back to something you said, man. You're making the point right as of what was going on in Joshua, that you said, like, you can't receive anything if your hands are closed, right? Just think about that last line in Joshua 10:19. It says, for the Lord your God has given them into your hand. It didn't say into your arm, in your fist. It says into your hand. You can't get delivered your enemies if your hands are closed. Now, we already talked about the word enemy. You can't get delivered your fight over whatever if your hands are closed. You got to open those things up to be delivered what God is giving you. That's why you got to understand that some packages got to be what? Hand delivered. They can't be hand delivered if your stuff is closed. When we're out here Amazon flexing, and I go by the name Gerald because that's my Amazon flex name, when I'm delivering these people's stuff, if they sit up there and I knock on the door and they sitting here like this, I'm dropping the bag right there. I'm gonna look at them and be like, I don't know what you about to do, but I'm about to go get back in the car and go hit refresh and get on my other route. See, if you're sitting there with closed fists when you're supposed to be delivering, somebody is either going to do two things. They're going to take your package back to where it came from. Oh, that's so good. Or they're going to take your package and drop it before it even gets to your hands. So whatever in that package, if it's fragile, it's going to get broke. Because you had your hands closed. I'm only giving y'all, we're talking Amazon here, but I'm giving you Bible and God right now. And let it be tangible and let it go see through. But it was literally telling you, you can't receive nothing if your hands are closed, bro. I know I be speaking something, dude. Like something got to be, bro.
Hey, we sitting up here like, hey, you remind me of that scene on Talladega Nights. He was doing his interview. He's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. He's like, put your hands down. It came back out. So yeah, you out here looking weird, man. Hey, open up your hands so God can deliver, man. Oh, that's good,
bro. So I wanted to continue on with this. Like, if you on right now, I want you to do something with me. We're gonna be interactive right now. I'm gonna do it with you too. Like, I want you to close your hands right now. Just close them and make a tight fist right now, right? Close them as we're still talking. As you can see right now, when you hold that tight grip, you can feel muscles starting to tense in your hands. Your veins is popping out. Your arms is starting to get tensed up, right? I'm going to keep talking, and I'm going to tell you when to open them up. There was an 80s song, bro, that ties in exactly what you was talking about. The song says, if you cling on to something too tightly, you're going to lose control. That right there don't even make sense, but it makes dollars. It says if you hold on to something too tight, you're going to start to lose control of what you're holding on to. Now, right now, I don't care if you bench press 350, if you up here curling 90 pounds, if you up here getting it in. Right now, you're starting to feel your hands wanting to be like, hey, man, it's time to do something with these. I don't like this. This ain't natural. Your own body right now is telling you to do what? Relax. Relax. Your hands are not even, they're not even meant to be made to stay like this for a certain amount of time. This is only supposed to be for short. Your hands are trying to tell you to relax. It's because your hands are getting tired of being something that it's not supposed to be. It's meant to be open, like he said. So if your body is naturally telling you to open your hands, and we're telling you in the Bible, it says to open your hands, how do you think you need to be? Like he said, how does your posture need to be? In its natural place, just open your hands, man. Just open them. I don't know if you want to hop in real quick, bro. Like,
hey, that's again, man. You out here looking weird. I can give y'all a great tangible example, right? So my grandmother, she had 2 strokes, right? And at some point her hand was locked like this. And I remember that we used to have to open it up for her.
Oh, this good.
And you know why? Medically, to stretch out her hand so that she can kind of try to work it back out so it doesn't lock up. Because if you stay like this all your life, it's gonna be stuck like that all your life.
You arthritis.
Hey, if you got your heart, your mind, and your hands closed to what God is trying to deliver to you, you're gonna be stuck holding what was originally in your hand. So let's go ahead.
No, bro. You're not about to ride. Don't ride past that. Nah. Bring that back because I missed it real quick and had to catch up to what you were saying. Say that again. Oh, that's good.
If you don't open your mind and your heart to God, you're gonna start and finish with what was originally in your hand. Right? Ooh. So go ahead, take your hand right now and ball it up. Imagine we are 30 years from today and your hand is still balled up and you've been praying and asking God for that blessing. Now open your hand. 30 years ago, that's what you started with. That's what you asked God for. But that's what you got.
Oh no, we gotta be hot. We gotta be open right now, bro. I gotta share this one.
Go ahead, bro.
Listen, man. What he just said right there, I think you guys like missed it because I missed it real quick. Listen to what he said. He said, if you keep your hands closed, your heart closed, your mind closed, you're gonna be stuck with whatever you closed in with. I'm gonna be humble. I'm gonna be humble, open, and transparent right now. What I was closed with was me and my dad's relationship. My dad upset me when I was a kid for not being in my life when he was supposed to be, for the things that he was struggling with. So I closed abandonship right here. I closed it in my heart, I closed it in my mind, and I closed it in my fist. All my life, even as a father I am today, I have still had it closed. I have slowly, like he said, started working my hand open with my father. We now talk on the phone. We now email each other. It's now being restored because I was ready to give what God was trying to hand deliver. All the time God was trying to deliver a relationship back with my father, I was standing at the door like this. Nah, dog. And God was saying, you about to fight me when I have what you want and giving it to you? Okay, I'm just going to return it back. When you're ready to slowly open up your hands, then I'll deliver it to you. I don't think they caught what you said. Man, when you start to sit back and look in your own life and figure out when you started opening up your own hands to be delivered something that you had closed in your hands, I don't know if it's a relationship. I don't know if you have been sexually abused and now you got closed hands. And here we go. See, we always are the victim because we always go back to the murder scene. See, you'll stop being a victim when you stop going back to the scene. It's the same thing with the closed hand. See, you only have a closed hand because you keep going back to what you closed your hand on. You keep looking. You keep looking at it. Oh, my dad. All that relationship, all of this, all that lie, all that sin. Like you keep looking back to it. So you keep that in your closed hand. He said you need to forcefully Sometimes we are all in a stroke. You need to forcefully go, you know what? I need to open this. I'm getting tired of me trying to look at it and say, open it. I need to put hands on and open my own hand. Bro, that was good, dude.
Good,
like, no. That's the best thing that I've heard on this podcast yet. And I missed it when you said it. I had to slow it down to get reset. That was good, bro. That was good.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey. That's just real life, man. Like we all get closed up, man. You know, if I go back to the scripture, man, where it says, "Knock and he'll answer," right? Or knock and it shall be answered. God won't come in unless you let him in.
Yeah.
Point blank. Period.
True.
He's generous God. He's a polite God. He won't answer your prayers if you don't let him into your heart, let him into your mind, right? How foolish do we sound when we order something on Amazon and we sitting there and they was like, I can tell you a prime example, right? I was delivering the other night and on the app, it gives you instructions on where to deliver it to, right?
Yeah.
I had a delivery and they said, deliver to the front door, right? Now, the house had a gate around it that was locked. But the app says deliver to the front door, but the gate locked. Okay, you thinking what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
How the heck how am I gonna drop off this package if the door is locked? If the place where you want me to sit it at is closed off, is locked, I don't have access to, how can I bless it?
Ooh. Okay, I see where you're going with this one. Okay,
yeah,
I see where you're going with this one.
They
missed it, bro. They missed
it. Reel it in for y'all, man. So my brother wanted a relationship with his father, but he locked the gate to the relationship. That makes no sense.
None.
You want to be delivered from financial bondage, but you still not opening your heart to letting someone help you with your finances.
Shoot, that's you in my house now too. Golly. We on the podcast together.
How you want me to go get something out the car for you in the door? I don't have. Give me the keys. Give me the keys. I go in there and get what you need. God is saying, I have this package for you, and this is going to be the best gift to your life. But I can't give it to you. You got to give me at least access to the front yard.
That's good, bro.
Like we got to open up, man.
That's good, man. I hope y'all catching all these gems, man, because that right there was a good one, bro. Like you got to understand what he said, man. I hope y'all caught it. If you didn't, you got to rewind now and catch up, man. But I wanted to go on, push forward and go on because like we're saying, man, we've been talking about hands, man, and I don't know if anybody's ever been in a fight because we got new saved people and they forget that they were not saved before, so it's cool. But I don't know if you ever been in a fight, but usually when people fighting, they fight with a closed fist, right? That's the only thing that's getting swung. Like you swing with a closed fist. That's how you got taught to fight, everything like that. But I don't know. Back in the day, bro, like when people used to fight and somebody won, that's cool. If somebody got slapped or like mushed, like what we saying H-Town, like open face, I don't care if the fight was good. Usually people remember the slap. Like they'll be like, bro, you got whooped, but hey, dude, you slapped, bro. That slap was loud. Like I don't know if y'all ever seen somebody like legit get slapped. It's embarrassing. It's borderline disrespectful. Right? Like that's the only thing that's remembered because of the smack, the noise that it made, and usually the face when somebody gets slapped. It's appalled. It's like I know that you're not even bleeding, but usually people like do this, like because usually spit has came out of your mouth because you got slapped. So everybody remembers the blow with the open hand.
Yeah. Ooh, that's good.
You caught it, right?
That's good.
You caught it, right? Because I know people were starting to think like, but if open hands means I gotta be vulnerable, so it makes me weak. What the point I'm trying to make with you is, even with an open hand, if you hit something, it's gonna be remembered. See, like I'm trying to tell you, there's power in your open hands. That's the point right there. There's power in your open hands. And I know you don't believe me, but let me show you. When the soldiers came to arrest Jesus after he came out of the garden, what is the first things that they bounded up? His hands. They didn't bind up his feet. They binded up his hands. Why? Because this was the same open hands that took mud and healed the blind. This was the same open hands that took loaves of bread and 2 fish and fed thousands. It was the same 2 open hands that literally stopped the funeral, laid hands on a boy, and resurrected him. There's power in your open hands. See, I know Jesus had the powers, and sometimes we be like, well, that's Jesus, that's JC. See, you forgot John 14:12 tells us literally, let me go to my notes here real quick because I got it highlighted, I ain't write it. Very truly, I tell you, whoever believes in me will do the works I have been doing, and they will do even greater, not the same, but greater works than these that I've already do, because I'm going to the Father. So Jesus said, yeah, I took mud and healed the blind. Yeah, I resurrected. I did that. That's good. But with your open hands, if you believe in me, you're going to even do greater than what I did. So with our open hands, if we lay a blow with these open hands, they're going to be remembered because it's greater. So I'm here to tell you, you got power in your open hands. Oh my God. Bro, this right here, this is good news, dog. I don't know how else to give it to him, bro. Don't know how else to give it to him.
I know, I mean, for all the people that you've never been to church, right? There's sometimes like where the pastor calls everybody up and he's like, you know, who needs a special prayer in this area of their life, right? And when you get to the front, right, and have everybody lined up, right? What do? They come up and they lay hands on them.
Let's go, right? Let's go.
Like, I don't know about y'all, but when I have my son with me and while he's sleeping at night, I tend to put my hands on him, on the crown of his head, and I pray over him. Because they're like my brother just told you, there's power in our hands, right? So when you're sitting there and you're asking God to do things in your life, how do you pray? Do you pray like this? Like you're ready to box, right? Do you stretch your hands out like this with your fists balled up, right? That doesn't even look like a form of submission. See, opening your hands is a submission. That's a submission posture. That's saying, hey, God, I welcome whatever you want to do in my life. When your hands are like this usually leads to a lot of distraction, right? Like my brother said, when you get slapped, just remember, I got slapped by a woman once before, and I'm telling you, I looked like how my brother said, I was shocked, like
you was appalled. Usually after somebody slapped back in the old days, somebody had to die. Like that's what Charlie Murphy said on Dave Chappelle. Like when he got slapped, like there was usually a gunfight afterwards. Like,
I had to ask myself a question to myself. Like, hey, did this slap? I think she did. Like, it's a different feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been punched before, and you're like, dang, I'm gonna get back and ready to go. But when somebody slaps, it throws your matrix off, right? You get pause and it's like, hey man, what just happened? Right? So instead of using, like, when you're using your hands for the right things and they're open to receive, you can do greater work with them hands.
That's
right?
Good, bro.
Understand that we out here working for mechanics, right? We'll get for all the mechanics out there. Do you turn a wrench? Like, how do you hold things or carry your tools? Do you carry them like this? Like do you ball your fists up and hold the tool like this and turn it? Or do you open your hands so that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. Like, why
Nah,
we got our hands closed?
They really don't, man. Like, they don't, bro. And that's what I'm trying to get to them. Like, there's power in your hands, man. Like, I just read you, like, John 14:12, but you got to understand, man, we are here to hand deliver salvation. We're here to deliver strength to the sick, deliver freedom to the oppressed. Anything you want to think about, we're here to deliver. And we can't deliver if our hands are closed too. Like, you can't deliver nothing. You look dumb. I wouldn't even accept the package. Like, hey, man, what you do with my package, man? I don't even. Why you not touching it with your open hands? What's on it? You would start questioning the package, right? Like, you got to understand it. And for a lot of times, the reason why we don't do it is literally 1 Timothy 4:14. And it made me start thinking, this is why we close fists. Because it says, do not neglect your gift, which was given to you through the prophecy when the body of the elders laid what? Hands on you. See, we like he said, when he's talking to his son, he lays hands on him. We got hands laid on us so long ago that gave us the gifts that we're supposed to hand deliver to others. But at some point along that route, we closed fists due to whatever we went through, that pain that you went through. You ended up closing your fist, and now you stop laying hands on others. You stop hand delivering to others the gift that you're supposed to be. Like I told you in the beginning, when your hands are open, it's a symbol of you to receive, but also to give. Like that's what open hands are for. Even if you Google it, if you Google open hands, what it represents, it literally says to receive and then to give. Closed fists mean you're not ready for nothing, but you on guard to attack something. There's no back and forth. So open up your hands. There's a two-way street for it, man. At the end of all this, bro, I'm here to tell you, like, God did not just allow us to order a promise and track it. God said, no, this right here, this promise that I got right here, like right here, this got to be hand delivered through a virgin mother. Like what I got to give y'all can't just be ordered and tracked. This one right here gotta be hand delivered, and I'm gonna deliver it through a virgin mother that's praying for a son with her hands open. She didn't close them. Yeah. Even her husband that was with her could have had his closed fists and been like, "Oh, how you got pregnant and we ain't did nothing?" No, see, even his wife had to tell him, "Hey, this one right here, I got met by an angel. So you may be in a stroke, but I'm about to force your hands open on this one because the promise I got inside of me is way greater than anything, and it needs to be hand delivered." I'm going back with you, E, on this one. See, Jesus came here. He didn't allow us to stop and track salvation. Nah, Jesus said, this one right here, like right here, this one got to be hand delivered. In the death and the resurrection of the promise. See, Jesus, even when he was in the garden, he wasn't praying like this. He was praying with open hands to get his strength so he can literally give the promise that was needed to be done. It had to be hand delivered. God is not always going to allow you to track whatever is about to be packaged. Sometimes he's going to walk on your front step and said, I needed to come straight to you because you're not understanding that you need to open up your hands. So I needed the Amazon flex and show up on your front doorstep to give you this package. I know it's late. I know you were tracking it, and I know it didn't get here on time, but that doesn't take away that the package is still important. So this one right here, Jarmarcus, I had to hand deliver it. This one right here, Ash, I know you was waiting on petty officer second class for years, but this one here, the hand delivery. E, I know what you was praying for, the relationship that you needed. I know it's late because you went through some things. This one got to be hand delivered. I don't know what that is for y'all out there that needed to be hand delivered, but I'm telling you right now, it's on your front doorstep. And God is literally sitting right there. All you got to do is open up your hands and you can catch this package that I'm trying to hand deliver. Hey, that's good, bro. Like, that's good. I don't know if y'all catching this, but you better get on the track. He said his mom hand had to be forcefully open. If they sat there and let her hold it, she would have been walking around. Now, watch this, though, because you missed this, and I just got it now. She would have been healed of the sickness but still with a closed hand. There's a verse in the Bible where Jesus said with a man with a wrenched hand, he said, do what? Stretch out your hand. He ain't healed nothing else but his hand. He needed to heal his hand so that he could receive everything else that's coming down the line. I could have made him walk. That's easy. But if I didn't open his hands, how would he receive anything else that's coming down the line? That's why he told you, my mama would have been good, but we didn't want her to have closed fists all the time. We needed her to open up her hands. So we're going to heal the sickness plus open up her hands. Bro, man.
That was so, hey, I caught all that. Hey, man. I know we done told y'all about Amazon and all this other stuff, but God doesn't give everybody the same package. Like if a package came in my name to Jarmarcus' house, what would you do with it? You would send it back, right? So understand that God is hand delivering your blessings directly to you. And if you're not ready to receive it, if your address ain't set up the right way, if the hour that you said on the app that you wanted it delivered is not set up, like if things are not in place for you to receive your package, you're never going to get it.
That's good.
If your gate is locked, you're never going to get it. I can walk your package directly. I can walk your package directly to you. And if your hands are like this and I set it in your hands, if your hands are balled up closed and I put the package in your hands, you're going to drop it. I'm going to say it again because I called that one. If your hands, your heart, your mind is closed to God so tight-fistedly that all you can think about is why your hands are closed, you won't. When he hand you the blessing, you're going to drop it. And like my brother told you, fragile things got to be returned.
That's good, bro.
I know you're hurting. I know you've been crying. I know you've been praying to God for whatever new revelation you need in your life. Praying is great. Praying is the secret sauce to everything. But prayer without belief, because you got to believe to open your hands. That's why your hands are closed. Your belief is weak. You don't have enough belief to know that I'm going to sit here with my eyes closed and I know God got something for me. And I'm going to sit here and wait until he give it to me. Now, we sitting here with our fist balled tightly with one eye open, peeking, trying to see if God going to deliver something.
Oh, bro, you are, man, come on.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, firsthand testimony. God is our own time God. When he delivers something, it's right when you need it. He going back to the old way. Like, I'm not giving you no tracking number. I told you it's coming. Know that my word is true. That's it. See, our grandmothers and grandfathers used to lean on that word. They didn't have GPS. They didn't have Amazon Freight. They didn't have none of that stuff. But they had the faith enough to believe that what was on the way, that was promised to them, it was on the way. See, God comes with a guarantee of your package. Your delivery is coming with insurance on it.
That's good.
See, he ain't sending you this ain't some cheap material. This thing was handmade, hand carved, with you in mind to be hand delivered. It's yours. It ain't mine. Whatever Jarmarcus got about to be delivered to him, that's for him. I can go try to steal his package, but it's not gonna work for me.
That's good.
So you gotta be in a posture of understanding that the only way anything in your life can operate, change, become new, become better, become more abundant, become whatever it is that you need it to be, you gotta open your hands. You gotta have the belief that Man, you know what? God showed me a vision back in 2016. I know it's on the way. I'm gonna open up my heart. I'm gonna open up my hands. I'm gonna open up my mind and know and continue to pray and ask God, hey, God, I thank you for when it gets here.
That's good, bro. That's
See,
good.
like on Amazon, they give you a rating, right? You get to rate your driver, the person that delivered your package, you get to rate them. Did they handle it with care? Did they take care of your whatever it is, right? Were they courteous? Did they follow instructions? See, if God delivered a package to you and rated you, what would your rating be?
Ooh, trash. Mine would be trash.
Did you take care of the package?
Boy,
Were
that's good.
you careful with the package? Right? Did you follow instructions with the package? Some of us are not even ready to receive what we think we are ready to receive.
There
We
you
think
go.
we deserve this package, but you ain't even ready. You haven't cleared out the room in the house for that new thing that you asked God for.
That's good, bro.
You haven't moved old relationships out the way for your hand delivered helpmate.
That's good, bro.
Your heart not in the right place for that promotion. Ask my sister Ash. See, it's so much that come behind this thing, man. And man, my brother just he laid it out beautifully for y'all. Beautifully. Like God had what's the song they always taught us as kids? He got the whole world in his hands.
In his hands.
In his hands. Like I don't know if God holding the world like this, because if he did, he'd probably crush it. Like when your hands are like this, imagine holding an egg, right? The egg is your blessing. The egg is the thing that you've been praying for. The egg is the blockage in your life, what's been keeping you bound, what's all of that, right? In order to release those things that's been blocking your life, all you got to do is just turn your hands over and it'll drop and fall. But when your hands are balled up because you clenching on to them bad relationships, to what your father did to you, to what your mother did to you, to what your ex-spouse, supervisor, whoever did to you, you're never gonna let it go. I can't put nothing new in his hand until I drop whatever was in it from the beginning. God can't hand deliver you a package without you dropping the last. Drop that hurt. Drop that unforgiveness. Watch the gift that you get from him. I'm telling y'all. Man.
That's good. Hey, bro, like I wanted to say something about the egg thing you just said. Like I want y'all to understand, like, if you had the egg in your hand and all you had to do was turn it over and drop it, it's gone. If you close your hand on the egg, it get messy. Not an egg all over you.
Harder to clean.
Like, man, like, and then what you got to do after that? What we talked about on the last podcast, you got to go get clean over and over and over again. That's why we started with the first one. It's a messy process because, hey, we all fall short. We all fall short. There's nobody out here that's about to do everything like Jesus did. He was the only perfect one walking. We all fall short. But man, this was so good, E man. Like I'm telling you, this was a good one. So go back and watch the first one, and then come on to this one, man. You got to understand, like we saying, we just giving parts out and understand that some packages they're gonna be hand delivered to you, and just like E broke down, man, you got to be ready. You got to be in the right posture to receive what God is trying to give to you. That's all I gotta say, man. That's good, bro.
Man. Hey, it's been a good one, man.
Yes,
it's been a great one, guys. Hey, stay tuned for the next one. Because God got more in store.
Yes, indeed.
I'm telling y'all, 2022 is already here, man. But God is about to do a greater work. And it's gonna be on us to do the work. He got the blessing waiting on us in 2022 and beyond. But it's greater work that gotta be done. Yep. So we got to change our posture. Leaving 2021. don't leave 2021 with your hands closed to God.
Cause you're never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never. That was a good song right there. I just want to put it out there.
So, hey, Bro Talk Nation, man, it's been great. Tune in to the next one. Hey, if you like this one, you're watching it on all channels, all stations, everywhere. Please share, please like, please subscribe. And like always, we're praying for you guys. We thank you all for joining us.
Yeah.
In on, and man, hey, whatever you need from us in prayer, we got y'all. So
yeah, send some
messages. Next time, yeah, send us a message. Be blessed. Hey, we'll see you on the next one.
Wow.